We are spot on, sporty people. How are we doing today? Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to follow your girl here. Follow me. Like and share. Thumbs up. It's very, very important. Thumbs up. Comments. Let's hear from you. Was I spot on? Was I correct in my analysis? Yes. Thank you so much to my friends and followers. Spot on. Woo! Yes. You know how it is. The seasons are over, even here in Nigeria, the football seasons. And of course, I said it's not only about football, we have other sports. And when the the FIFA World Club Cup, that I know I came to criticize so that the players were exhausted, and we have this expanded version, and I felt I was only to expand it. The World Cup, Club World Cup could have continued in the format it was in, just how many teams, a few teams. But now we're expanded, it's like the World Cup itself, and I just feel that's a bit too much. The players have not rested, and well, basically we saw the effects. Yes, we had basically low attendance. That's almost all the stadium. We saw that the Chelsea coach Enzo was saying that, he felt strange. And yes, it was so strange because at Stamford Bridge where they play, even when they go away in London, in UK, it's always it's a packed packed venue everywhere you go. The stadiums or stadia, are always very full. So, but it's not like that in the US. And apparently the reasons. So, but we know that we hosted. US hosted before. I was It was a good one then when they hosted in the US. The World Cup was hosted there before, and it was very well attended World Cup. But I guess but I think the game with Sundowns, Mamelodi Sundowns. I think that was the one with least attendance. I was Mamelodi Sundowns of South Africa, of Africa now. So the attendance has been very, very poor. And basically, even for the teams that, okay, fine, the teams that are based in the US, they have more attendance, like Seattle yesterday when they played. But I was just looking at it, you know, because ticket prices, I think, I don't know. Okay, let's go straight to the action on the pitch. Let's leave politics and logistics alone. Well, yes, these games are interesting. I said it before. The games are interesting. I think the only thing I see that it gives is the exposure, to players playing outside Europe and all that. Yesterday when Botafogo, yeah, Botafogo won against PSG, and I was surprised. People were, it was how is that a surprise, or how is that a shocker? People say, oh, PSG, Botafogo was even the commentator was saying, I'm like, how is that? The Brazilian league, it's a tough league to play in, very competitive. So when you say we're saying PSG should have won or expect PSG to win, you know, and don't forget that PSG are not playing there based on not because they won this year's Champions League. You're playing based on I think it's 4 years. I wish okay, who can qualify? So I was wondering when you say PSG, oh, it was a shocker. No, it's not a shocker. Botafogo are current champions in Brazil, and they've only won it. They're the third title, you know. Of course, Palmeiras is there, the most successful Brazilian side ever. They're also in the World Cup, in the FIFA World Cup. But the point is that the not only even the Argentina, yes, South America is tough. It's tough. You don't just go and win, you know. So it's like in Brazil now, it's difficult to say. You do not. So when they say PSG, it's a shocker. I don't think that's a shocker at all. I believe that I believe this is how this will to expose. Of course, PSG we're not happy to lose. I think that they've not lost for a while, but it will. We can see people coming up. Talents are coming up. So that's good. That's a good side to this tournament. But the attendance has been very poor, as we have said earlier, and that's also what happens in the matches. And for Africa, of course, we know that Sundown, Mamelodi Sundown, they're the only African team to have won so far. So I draw against Miami. Now they lost yesterday, and of course, well, so let us see what happens. But the fact is, the fact I want to bring out is this: the Fogo or Brazilian league is not a small league. It's very competitive. So I wasn't surprised that PSG could not win. You know, I thought maybe a draw, but that they couldn't win is not a surprise. Like most people were saying, oh, what a surprise. Well, anyway, Inter Milan also here anyway. They've been to the finals 2, 3 years. I mean, of course, they were just 2021 and then the final again. Okay, fine. That being said, the interest in the US is not really, you can't compare it. But I think when the World Cup comes along, I think people will come around. And for instance, now Inter Miami, that's Messi, we saw him yesterday, lovely free kick. They wanted them to play, it was controversial, but let's not talk about it. It was LA Galaxy that won, I think LA Galaxy won it. But not allowed, it was Inter Miami, oh, Messi. And of course, Messi showed you know, his stuff yesterday with that winning free kick. Good. But I just felt it should be, level playing ground, or level playing field. Not because I want to see and we know that even the FIFA president actually went to reach out to Ronaldo and should come and join one of the clubs like and play. No, you know, let the players play there. And we've seen players that and of course another thing, of course the players who have left Europe, we saw them here and they're doing very well. Doing very well. Not only Messi now. Players who have okay, fine, okay. You feel that they're past their prime, but they're here, making impact. Mm. Okay, so let's just wait and see what happens in the games. I think Chelsea are playing today as well. And of course, why I came up, I said the team from New Zealand. Okay, like when I saw what is it, 10-0, why would you lose 10-0? And of course, we saw what happened. We know the reason now. So you have that mismatches will come up. People with smart teams. This is one of the. But let's wait and see. Anyway, they've made it a whole month event now, and it sounds like World Cup. So we'll see how that goes. So the reason, of course, we know that USA, American football is there. The NBA is there. That's the major thing that the Americans love so much. So it's when World Cup comes around that people can now travel from their countries, and then you have more attendance in the stadiums. When the World Cup comes, I remember US '94. That I mean, the stadiums were full at that time. So that's the reason why, because other countries came up. But in the US, and they have very big stadiums, interestingly, very high capacity stadiums. Nobody to fit it or to take up the numbers because of the fact that the interest in the US, because of the NBA, because of the American football, is not like Europe, for instance. So that's just one of the reasons. But anyway, watching, and it's interesting to see. So don't be saying, Botafogo. No, Botafogo they're not a small team. The Brazilian the Brazilian they call it Serie A as well. It's not a small federation, so they can play there, and you can ask. Botafogo just won, but their third title after such, so it's not something that is easy. Of course, Palmeiras is the most successful Brazilian club side ever. But okay, so let's go straight to we go straight to because of our time, first for time. So good one for Messi, lovely goal. Lovely goal. Which is available the Red region for a long time. And today as well, we have the athletics. We have the Diamond League, Wonder Diamond League now in Paris. Yeah, Paris. Paris, of course, the Olympics, but now it's the Diamond League. And I just remember that Shaka Richardson is not racing, and I'm wondering why. At least, okay, fine. Sydney, Sydney LeBron. Talking of the US, 400 meters, all those world record holder and Olympic champion. She races in the US. We see her in the Grand Slam. Michael Johnson won. See her there. But we're not seeing Richardson anywhere. Shakari, what's happening? You know, that's why these players are playing. You have to keep fit and keep playing. And I'm surprised that she said very soon she'll come. When is she going to come very soon? So making the 100 meters now, why okay? Why we saw the Olympic champion Alfred was there. Wonderful time last house. I think it was 10.75 she ran at the last meeting. But we need, if you're going to race, Shaka Richardson and even the others, even Jackson hasn't been, as well, at least we've seen Jackson. But Richardson, I've not even seen her. And this is a major event. The 100 meters is always the Blue Ribbon event in almost all the Olympics. And I know that the World Championships will happen very soon. You know. So I don't know. I don't know what Shaka Rich, she needs to come out and compete. It's very, very important to come out and compete. We know that Sydney races in the US. But where